Okay. You may start. Okay, I am going to call to order this regular meeting of the Board of Selectmen, Town of Griswold, on Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. Meeting call to order at 6:04 PM. Roll call, Tina Falk, first Selectman, Martin McKinney, Selectman, Rich Grabowski, Selectman, Lisa Wood, Executive Secretary, Executive Assistant. And item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, move on to item number 3, approval of meeting minutes. We have March 25th, special meeting minutes, March 25th, regular meeting minutes, April 3rd, special meeting minutes, and also April 3rd, special meeting minutes.
I'm making a motion, we approve A through D, March 25th, 2025, special meeting, March 25th, 2025, regular meeting, April 3rd, 2025, special meeting at 5:30, and April 3rd, 2025, special meeting at 6.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 4, correspondence. We have a letter of thanks from SCARA regarding the grant award, and a letter of John Felice announcing his resignation as town representative to the Uncas Health Board of Directors. Any,
We don't need to make a motion, but I would thank John for his years of service as our representative on the Uncas Health Board of Directors.
Absolutely, and he did a great job while he was there too.
he did. And do you want to discuss anything about SCARA, or are we going to wait on that? The grant award?
We need to take action. We don't need to take.
No, we don't need to take
Just
any action.
recognize the fact that us as part of SCARA and the grant that they received for this purpose.
$1,500,000 to do a recycling center to handle food waste throughout
Food waste.
the region.
Move on to number 5, old business. Discussion and possible action on drug take-back day, cleanup day. It's April 26th. We are still inviting people to adopt roads to go out and clean. You can call me to adopt a road, and I've also left flyers over there. And also on that day is the drug take-back day that will be held at the Griswold Senior Center. A good time to clean out your medicine cabinets and your cupboards. Item number 6.
Before we leave that subject matter, I don't know if
Yes.
it's the right time or place, but I
Oh,
think
go ahead.
you alluded to it earlier, the Friends of Patchogue Forest and all their efforts of cleaning the roads and streets, even during the year, not just on that one day.
Mhm.
If maybe that we could look into some kind of town or state proclamation recognizing their efforts.
I'm working on that.
Oh, okay.
I
Good.
am. Just a little bit of information, the Friends of Patchogue Forest, and they've done this every year when we have the cleanup day, and they do it throughout the year. But they have they've gone out onto a lot of the main roads, Route 201, 138, they're doing Edmond Road. I have a map where I highlight all of the roads that are adopted or that have been cleaned. And I can tell you that they took on behind Ocean State Job Lot. And if you've ever driven through that parking lot, on the sides, it is just loaded with everything from trash to nip bottles, you name it, it's there. And last week they were out there, and I do believe it was 56 bags of trash that the Friends of Patchogue Forest collected. And that's just in one area. I mean, hundreds of bags. So I agree.
They do an amazing job.
They do an incredible job. Okay, we'll move on to item number 6, new business. Discussion and possible action on 3 tax refunds for a total of $5,693.15 as presented by Leona Sharkey, tax collector.
I'll make, excuse me, I'll make a motion that we approve the 3 tax refunds totaling $5,693.15 as presented by our tax collector.
I second that motion.
Here we have a motion made to accept and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 6B, discussion and possible action on social media. Does anybody have anything?
I have nothing.
I have none.
Okay, the only thing I want to comment on is, I guess, and I did not see this, it was reported back to me that there was, and it goes back to what we were just discussing with trash on the sides of the roads. There was some discussion on social media, and I'm not sure which platform it was, but about the nip bottles and the trash on the sides of the road. So I agree, it's bad. That's why I would encourage people to adopt a road. And, you know, to help clean, we'll provide the bags, we'll provide the gloves. We've signed up for Route 165. We're doing Cook Hill. I will be out there probably the week before, trying to do our part in getting the sides of the roads cleaned up. And then I think there was a question about Public Works. And I'm not sure if the inference was, and I'm not speaking, Todd Babbitt, to you or about you or for you. I'm speaking for the gentlemen who work in Public Works. They're not going to go out on the side of the road unless if it's on their own time. They've got enough to do without, they're not going to go pick up the nip bottles. So that's not going to happen, but I would encourage our residents and groups and committees to go out and do our part. So we will move on to 6C, discussion and possible action on the appointment of E. Jeffrey Hutchinson as a town representative to the Uncas Health District Board of Directors to fill the remainder of a term 1/25/2025 to 1/24/2028. It will be effective on 5/13/2025.
I'll make the motion then that we appoint E. Jeffrey Hutchison as our town representative to the Uncas Health District Board of Directors to fill the remainder of the term 1/25/25 through 1/24/28, effective 5/13/25.
I second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion made and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I will say I did have a chance. I sat with both John Felice and Mr. Hutchinson. I had an opportunity to talk with both of them, and I think that Mr. Hutchinson will be, he'll be very effective on the board. All right, we'll move on to D, discussion and possible action on appointment of Donald DeRocher as an alternate member of the Recreation Commission for a term of 4/8/25 to 4/7/26.
I make a motion that we approve Donald DeRocher, for the alternate position for, I guess it's a 1-year term, right? 4/8/25 to 4/7/26.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the appointment of Donald DeRocher. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. E, discussion and possible action on authorizing the first selectman to sign an application to Connecticut DESPP for a permit to display fireworks. And I'm gonna put E and F, we're gonna have to put that on hold. You have a letter from Ryan. The permit and the application that we have was for a June scheduled date for the fireworks display. That has since been moved to May 31st. So Ryan is working on
New contract.
new contracts, new permit and a new application. And when he gets that to us, it'll be on our next Board of Selectmen.
I make
again.
a motion, we, table this to the next, when the proper paper gets in front of it.
ENF.
Yeah,
And
I'll second.
for the fireworks.
Can we have a motion? Can we have a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 7, any other business that may properly come before the board?
I just wanted to make a statement, if I may, that the government study committee has a survey out and it's on the town website, it's on the school's website, we're working on other avenues to advertise. It's good through the end of April, until May 1st. So we have 3 more weeks left. We've already had 240 responses in the first week, so we're looking forward to continue on in that vein and try to come up with some see what the townspeople really want.
Okay, any comment?
Oh.
No. Thank you, Rich. And I would like to, I have to motion this on, yes, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to add, a Connecticut DOT document onto the agenda.
I'll second it.
Do we have a motion and a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'll hand this out to you. You're not gonna have time to read it, but, I'll explain it briefly and then the Director of Public Works and Traffic Authority will discuss it. I received this document from Connecticut DOT. They're developing a plan and this is going throughout the state where they're going to be replacing municipally owned speed limit signs on local rural roads. And they're looking to make them more reflective and noticeable. And Lori, I'll get this document to you also. And I think it's going to be going, I think there are 69 signs throughout Griswold that are going to be replaced, and they listed the roads where the replacements will be. And then I did forward this to Todd Babbitt to review as traffic authority. You reviewed it, and do you have any comments or discussion?
Similar to the stop sign grant we got years ago, where they came in and replaced all the stop signs. This was a grant opportunity they had. If you wanted to put in for it, you had to prove some certain criteria, which we did. So I submitted that as legal traffic authority. Every road in there, you just have to understand, we'll get 2 signs, 1 in each direction, at least a minimum of 2.
Okay.
Some may be, like a Bethel Road might get 3 on each side. But they're gonna put them in according to the standards of the manual on uniform traffic control devices. And there's no cost to us.
You did a good job, Todd. There's a lot.
One-time thing, no maintenance after that.
I think you got more signs than anybody else. did, you know.
I think we have more than any other town. Yes, so thank you. Okay, so that's just for your review. And there's really no action to be taken on it.
Okay.
Okay,
Todd, do you know when they're gonna start?
I think they're gonna hoping to complete design by the end of the year. So they'll go out, survey every road, indicate where they're gonna be, and then probably bid it over the winter months, and I would say April will probably start forward.
all right. Any other business that may properly come before the board?
I have none.
I have nothing.
Okay, if not, we will move on to number 8, public forum. Yes,
First order, 67 Ashland Street. I'm just curious as to whether there are borough roads listed in that, document.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, thank you.
yes. Yes,
Carrie Cadelta, Deer Road.
yes.
I want to bring to your attention the speeding on our road, which is absolutely atrocious. I have addressed this in writing and I have got no response.
We discussed, it's Gear Road,
You betcha.
Gear Road, and we had talked about the speeding.
Get some enforcement. Gotta reach out to the state police to see if they'll.
Do we know how many signs there are on Gear Road? Do you know?
One in each direction, maybe?
Is there,
Speed sign out there.
That's what I asked for. I wrote a letter because this has been going on. I brought it to attention last September. I wrote to you, you were away, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
The speeds are increasing. I know that when the town speaks to the state police, it gets more reaction. I went to the state police barracks because Thanksgiving weekend, I damn near got run over by somebody going by with a Christmas tree. Because they don't pay attention to the speed. Going out, I have to cross my street to get to my mailbox. People coming up from Little Pond have had to lock up their brakes because they don't pay attention to somebody being on the side of the road. I should not have to fear for my life to cross the road to get my mail. I did ask for, I know that things just don't happen automatically. There's a process and a, you know, steps. So I did suggest maybe a reminder, the digital sign for people so they know how fast they're going. I don't know what it takes to get that, but
Is ours,
Yeah, we had two, one got hit. There's both. Yeah, so we have one, and we've been moving it, usually either 4 or 5 weeks.
is it operational?
Yeah. We'll be going in places for people.
Well, can we
yeah, because it's really.
get it on Gear Road?
Can you move your mailbox to the other side of the post office?
Everything is on one side,
Oh,
but it's really, really, really.
I know that doesn't solve the problem. I just-
No, and I know it's upstairs in your letter, but what number Gear Road are you?
57, Heinz 50, I think Heinz 57, safe sauce.
Which way would you want the thing facing? Which way they come to pass?
You can put it on my front lawn so they can see it either way, I don't care.
Well, it only faces one direction, so I'll look at where it is, the one with the
I would say,
advanced area where we're gonna get the speed.
I would say. So that people coming up from Lily Pond onto Gear, or people from Gear that go in front of our house. I think that's a good place to start.
It's too short of a distance to put the other way, I think.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of houses and whatnot, but it's just really, it's time. It's time to get some sort of thing out there. I don't wanna have to canvass my neighbors, I don't wanna have to,
No, I understand.
but it is really getting bad.
Should reach out to Ken Barrett,
So,
see if they can. Especially if we put the sign up, tell them to pull it out, maybe a couple of weeks later.
Well, I even told the state police officer when I went to the barracks, I said, look, I don't care if they park in my driveway. If you sit at the end of my driveway in a cruiser, nobody's gonna be going speeding by. But if you back it up a little bit in my driveway, people are gonna go ripping up the road and the state police that are there would see for themselves for tracking. And I know you can't have a personal presence there. That's why I asked for the sign to start.
well, let's start with that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Can we do that, you think?
Yeah, I think where we are, we're probably approaching 4-week mark where it is now, so
Okay.
probably a couple of weeks and pull out and move over.
Awesome.
We gotta
Assuming they don't hit it again. Right?
Don't speak it. You name it, you claim it. All right.
No problem, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you. Any other public forum?
Maybe talking about the net files, they're in the process of placing out.
Todd Babbitt, Clear Road.
Oh, here's right there. We're in the process of pricing out the sweeper. We did take the NIP money and put that together with some money from capital. I think we have enough to purchase a sweeper, so we're researching that now. Getting prices.
Okay. Any other public forum? Last call. Hearing none, we will move on to number 9, adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's the first meeting you haven't said that.
No, there's been others.
I don't remember. any.
Meeting is adjourned at 6:23.
It's been
I
so
totally don't
long.
remember any.